Alright guys, duck hunting first day's over. We got one duck. Woodman's 500 here, shot it. And
none for us, because
none for us.
Nowhere's close.
We were in a pretty bad...
If I'm out hunting, above all else, what do I carry on me for any type of hunting? Woodsman 500 here. We're going to get right off the bat and just come out with it. A headlamp. I always have some sort of a means to illuminate what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, and a headlamp really does that the best way. In particular, this headlamp right here, this is the LED laser, or lenser, sorry, pronounced that wrong, LED lenser headlamp. This is the H5 model, and let me tell you, if you want to leave the house or if you're going to leave the house for a hunting trip or a hunting excursion, why would you not leave a house without a headlamp? This is one of the most important pieces of equipment I found this year for me, whether it be duck hunting, deer hunting, you name it. You've seen it in lots of videos. My duck hunting video there that I did this year, all kinds of different videos. You've seen this in deer hunting and whatnot. So, to me, that's the main thing to have. We're going to talk about this in particular, this headlamp in particular. We're going to get really specific with some of the details and prepare to be impressed, because I am impressed with this headlamp. This is one of the highest quality headlamps I've ever worn and used, and I've used a couple. I've used some no-names, some other ones which weren't really that good, but this one really kicked butt, and I really want to show you this in this video. This is in cooperation with one of my another favorite companies, a video that I just did, Leatherman. So Leatherman bought out this company. They started building these headlamps and just regular flashlights, and let me tell you, they are putting out some fine quality products. So let's get right into its size. To me, this fits anybody's head. For youth, maybe not so, but for anybody who I'm going to take hunting with me, this could fit anybody's head. The strap on it is just phenomenal. Nice and stretchy. The cords, I find, don't get in my way a whole lot, and it goes back to a battery box, by the way, which we'll talk about here in a minute. And to me, you could just do anything with this headlamp. It's also adjustable. I'm not going to frig with that because I have it perfectly adjusted for me and anybody else who wants to wear it. But you can adjust it, and that is an option. You can also adjust where this is on your head, where this fits on the back of your head, and really just overall good size, just for the strap and the diameter and what you can do with that as far as tightening and loosening is concerned. Weight is pretty good, 4.09 ounces, and I was pretty impressed when I went on LED lasers, or LED lenser, I'm going to call it LED laser all the time, but when I went on their website, they had precise information about each product, and it was really good to go on the website and not have to really struggle to try and find information and facts on a product that I want to review on my YouTube channel. So that was really great. Perks to them, because 4.09 ounces, I've never seen it go down to the 10th decimal before, so that was awesome to see. Lumens and brightness, that's just a dog barking. Lumens and brightness, I'd say this is pretty bright. As you can see, you have an adjuster here that you can zoom out and zoom in. And there's your button on the top. I'm not going to point it right at the camera because it is pretty bright. 25 lumens. They say it says it shines up to 70 meters. Now, that is on a clear day. It's not when it's foggy. It's not when it's raining. That's on a clear night. You know, maybe there's a moon. So yeah, I believe that it would shine up to 70 meters in good quality conditions. That's not accounting for rain, hail, sleet, whatever conditions you're in. So just keep that in mind before you go ripping on their 70 meters, because I do believe that it shines that far, but not in bad weather conditions. The beam quality is very clean beam. You can tell just by looking at it. You know, there's no real. It's bright evenly throughout the whole beam, which is really good to see. So you have just a very clean circle there, as you can see. There's no breaks in the light anywhere. So it's very bright, and to be honest, that sort of stuff doesn't matter to me, just as long as I got a good lumen count. And I have a good lumen count here, and the beam is clean, which is just all together is a good package for me. Construction and materials, all high quality materials. As you can see here, this is a tough plastic, let me tell you. You can also adjust it down like that. Every now and again that will come out because it's not a stiff per se, but it's a pretty decent setup, and I like it. Good quality. You got a solid pin in there holding that like that. Good aluminum there by the feels of it. And good solid materials all the way through. Good stitching in the strap itself. Pocket clip and sheath. Of course, this is my flashlight talking points. I just kind of integrated it into this headlamp because I really wanted to do a review of it. There's no pocket clip, obviously, but it does come with a pouch. I don't have it anymore, but it was like a little pouch, and you could wrap this up and slide it in the pouch. I don't know where it went to, so it shows how much I used it. I just use it just like this and stick it in my bag or my pocket or whatever, so that works out good. It's waterproof and very shockproof. I've had this in some cold weather, some mean weather, and some just right out nasty weather, and it's done well. It's been fully submerged before. It's very waterproof, and it's just tough as nails. Just as long as you remember to change the batteries out and dry it out when you get home. Oh, excuse me again. Dry it out when you get home. You got no problem. Runtime, they say it's 20 hours on 3 AAAs, which is pretty reasonable for 25 lumens. Here's your AAAs, of course, energizers. Very easy to get to as well. I wanted to mention that. You can get to those batteries easy and then tuck them away very quickly as well, and that's a really, really tough thing. It's not as easy enough that it's going to fall out, but it's stiff enough that it's not going to fall out on you, if you know what I'm trying to say. That kind of didn't make sense, but you know what I meant. It's stiff enough so that they're not going to fall out, but yet it's soft enough with that soft outer plastic stuff there that I can get to my batteries and change my batteries out fairly easily. Price is pretty awesome. $30 MSRP for this light. You cannot go wrong with that. That is just an awesome deal, and it's going to save you a lot of grief out in the field, out duck hunting, deer hunting, even fishing. So it's definitely worth the $30 that you put into it. Light options is kind of interesting. They have 2 other models of this. They have the H7.2 and the H7R.2. The H7.2 is a $60 version. I'm just going to read off some specs for you. It's $60, so a little bit more higher in price, about twice the price of this light. 250 lumens, so that's really good. 4 AAAs, 5.8 ounces, so you're going to go a little heavier than this one. Has a 7-hour run time and 160 meters light distance. So that's pretty good. Like I said, I will agree with that 160 meter prediction. Only in clear weather though. So, and then the H7R.2, you can go and look up all these on their website. I'll throw a link down in the description. The H7R.2 is the $85 version, 32 lumens, and it's rechargeable. So there's no batteries, it's all rechargeable. Same weight as the H7.2, 5.8 ounces. 4-hour run time, which is kind of weird to me because you have a 4 AAA 7-hour run time, but then you have a rechargeable 4-hour run time, and it has the same shine distance as the H7.2, which is at 160 meters. You're probably asking, which one would I take out of those two if I had the time and the money? And you might actually see them in review, but this is my best light option for me at this time. I would go with the H7.2. The reason being is I can afford to put four AAA batteries in it and not have to go up to an $85 version. And I also like the longer runtime, which is 7 hours. So that's what I would go with if I was caught between the H7.2 and the H7R.2. So that's just food for thought for you. Hope I didn't bore you on that, but those are different light options that LED Lenser, not Laser, offers. So there you go, guys. I mean, perfect review. Review. Bleh. Just a perfect overall light altogether. Just a perfect all in all. Just the perfect light altogether, all around utility for hunting, fishing, and any sort of outdoor stuff that you might do with it, hiking, snowshoeing, skiing, whatever tickles your fancy. So this is a great light. It's worth your $30 for hands-free illumination, and that's the big thing about these headlamps, is that they're hands-free, so you can do whatever you want with your hands while you have this light on. So to me, it's definitely worth the $30, and if you want to go up to the higher end models, do so, because like I said, from what I've seen from this light and how high quality it is, it's definitely worth your time and money. Woodsman500 here. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. More videos to come, and I hope you enjoyed this video.